Rohra and you're watching me on Awesome TV.
Hi, I'm Mohini Sharma and you're watching me on Awesome TV. I had number of questions in my head that why India couldn't make it and why India is not able to make it since so many years. मैं जिद पे अड़ गई थी और मेरी जिद थी कि वर्ल्ड क्राउन लाना ही है.
I would see these girls doing plays on stage and I would just look and think, "Hey, I want to be on that stage," and the school would not even consider me.
The former mayor of Sri Lanka was Mrs. World in 1984.
Wow.
She personally came and she met all the winners, and the first thing she said, Mohini, I've never seen Mrs. Sri Lanka happening like this.
Wow.
And then her second statement was like, Mohini, I've never seen Mrs. World happening like this.
Oh my god. Hello, hi, and welcome to Awesome TV. मैं हूँ पूजा नवाते, and today I'm in conversation with two pretty ladies, Sohini and Mohini. Hello, hi, and welcome to Awesome TV.
Thank you, Pooja.
And Sohini, congratulations
Thank you
for this
so
victory. How do you feel?
At the moment, I haven't had time to feel anything, but what I do truly feel is gratitude.
Absolutely.
I'm so grateful to the universe, to the divine, to the grace, to my spiritual path, my master, Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji, to Mohini ma'am, Mrs. India Inc., my family, my supporters, my friends, everyone who supported me, my father, everyone who supported me through my journey. At the moment, I feel gratitude.
Wow, wonderful. Mohini, I want to ask you, why Mrs.? When did this thought cross your mind that, something like Mrs. should happen?
Yeah, so maybe Pooja, you don't know my story.
Yeah.
2016 was when I went for Mrs. India,
Yes.
and I represented India at Mrs. World. Well, the most beautiful part of this whole journey was me not winning Mrs. World.
Yeah.
And that's what didn't let me sleep, didn't let me rest. I couldn't see India not even making to top 10, and that restlessness instigated me to look for answers. I had number of questions in my head that why India couldn't make it and why India is not able to make it since so many years. मैं जिद पे अड़ गई थी और मेरी जिद थी कि वर्ल्ड क्राउन लाना ही है, वर्ल्ड
Wow.
क्राउन, एंड दैट्स हाउ इट स्टार्टेड. बट वो जिद इतनी वो लालच में बदल गई. आफ्टर दैट आई वांटेड मिसेस गैलेक्सी क्राउन आल्सो होम, मिसेस ग्लोब आल्सो होम, एंड हियर वी हैव सिटिंग नेक्स्ट टू मी who will be getting earth crown also home.
Amazing, amazing. Before I ask you about Mrs. Ab, I really want to know, it is said that, failures always leads to the success you
Yes.
never imagined.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
we always talk about success, but I want to know about the failure that you went through a lot of hardship and then you had this thought.
Yes. Yes.
How do you process, how do you look at failure and success?
Maybe my perception was not only about me and around me. It was more about the country. It was more about the community of married women. I could feel when I was feeling the loss. जब मैं हार महसूस कर रही थी, I was going through the emotion, I think, of every married woman. आप खुद की emotions को लेकर तो शायद बैठकर
बिल्कुल
सेटलमेंट कर
बिल्कुल.
लेते हो, बट मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था दैट व्हाई एवरी फीमेल ईयर आफ्टर ईयर इज गोइंग थ्रू दिस लॉस. इंडिया डजंट डिजर्व दिस,
Absolutely.
surely doesn't deserve this. And obviously India had all the capabilities and all the expertise. When we see sports, India is doing amazing. We see cricket, India is doing amazing. Entertainment, acing it. I knew that India has got it. It's just that someone has to put it on path, someone has to align things, and someone has to just make it happen. I started with that one step. I never had the whole plan on place क्योंकि अगर मैं plan का wait करती तो ये कभी नहीं हो पाता.
Absolutely.
But with every step, with the whole path as I was setting for myself, things started falling in place.
क्या बात है.
And जितना हम नियत, मैं intention पे बहुत ज़्यादा believe करती हूँ, तो intention शायद कभी मेरे खुद के लिए नहीं था. When today I look back, I feel very stupid. How did I start?
That's so wonderful,
It's not stupid, it's empathy.
It's empathy and
Felt
that's so
other people.
beautiful.
Yes.
Like, we hear stories like, लड़की के वजह से लड़की का घर खराब होता है and all such things, but this thing where a female is standing for another female or the community of females
Yes,
who
yes.
are,
Yes.
passion driven, who
Yes.
have big dreams, who are passionate, like you did not stand for your own self.
I think also, Pooja, this also comes from a relation that you have had with the women in your house.
Hmm.
I've had a very, very beautiful relation with my mother, with my sisters. I have seen, and I think even Sohini has mentioned that couple of times. She's learned so much from her mother. That's where the strength comes from.
Absolutely. And so, I really want to know, when we talk about failure and success, people talk about the person who is standing tall, winning the first prize. But I believe everybody has put in so much of efforts equally. It doesn't matter where you stand. What matters is the hard work that you have put in.
So you're talking to someone who has failed so much in life. Um, I used to stammer. I could not say my name. I would wake up every morning getting scared to go to school. I would come back from school and get scared to go down to play. I was scared to go to the canteen and say, give me a snack or a sandwich. I would take that money in my pocket. My father's sitting there listening to my story. I would take that money, not go to school bus because they used to make fun of me the moment I would walk in, and I would take a public bus home
Oh my God.
until he caught me one day at the bus stop and said, "What are you doing here?" He took me into his car and I revealed everything to him. That this is what is happening. After that, of course, he took care of me and protected me differently. But you're talking to someone who has failed so much. Every presentation, every conversation, I failed myself. Because if I know कि मुझे ये चाहिए, मुझे बोलना पड़ेगा. So you're talking to a very, very big failure.
Absolutely. And then you have to take the charge, and you took. I really want to know about that transition.
Yeah, I was tired. I started growing up. I started struggling so much. I would stand at my window and see everybody one play, and I would want to go and play. I would see these girls doing plays on stage, and I would just look and think, "Hey, I want to be on that stage." And the school would not even consider me because of my speech. कि नहीं कर पाएगी out of love. Why put pressure on her?
Correct.
So one day I said, "Bus ho gaya," and my parents found an NGO who took me to they took me there, and then I started training to speak, therapy, counseling, support from my family, and that's how I slowly overcame it.
क्या बात है, एंड आप फिर खुद काउंसलर बन गई.
जी.
क्या बात है. वैसे मोहिनी, this year Mrs. India was held in Sri Lanka. Tell me, you both, how was your experience over there?
Oh wow, it was lovely. I think the most beautiful experience I've had since the Mrs. India INC has come into existence, and it was a big, big, big milestone, I would say. Taking a national product to international market is a pride within itself, because since we were in Sri Lanka, all the Sri Lankans, the former mayor of Sri Lanka was Mrs. World in 1984.
Wow.
She personally came and she met all the winners, and the first thing she said was, Mohini, I've never seen Mrs. Sri Lanka happening like this.
Wow.
And then her second statement was like, Mohini, I've never seen Mrs. World happening like this.
Oh my God.
So
Oh my God.
it gives you a lot of motivation and
Absolutely.
acknowledgement when such eminent personalities, they comment and they acknowledge you, they compliment you. So I feel finally, because we are very hard on ourselves. We are very hard on ourselves. At least I am. I know that. Keep pushing, pushing, pushing. But then after a long, long, long time, I had a moment of satisfaction. I had a moment of peace. I had a moment of achievement. And seeing my winners, I think it just gave a final full stop to whole hard work of season 4.
Absolutely. And it's not easy to pull off such a huge event. What were the challenges that you faced?
Honestly, when I was leaving India, I felt that things are going to be difficult. Communication was one of the major issue because not every Lankans are very comfortable
Yeah.
with English, and even if they do, they speak very slow. And we Indians, we are fast.
Yeah.
We are lightning speed fast, and we are very impatient at the same time. ऊपर से Indian में भी मैं feel करती हूँ कि मैं बहुत fast हूँ. So that was the only challenge, honestly, I faced initially, where I had to keep, but I took it as a learning because I started becoming more patient. So इसके अलावा कोई major challenge तो मैं झूठ नहीं कहूँगी, नहीं था. I'm not going to make up anything कि नहीं ये
You're
हुआ.
flawless. She was
You were
flawless.
amazing.
Flawless. Everything was on time.
Congratulations.
Everything was beautifully done.
Absolutely.
And team. It was the
Teamwork,
team. My team is on
absolutely.
vacation. Otherwise, I would have got
Oh
them.
wow, we would have
They-
loved to have a conversation with them. What about you? What hardships did you go through in particular this time? when the announcement was made, basically, the winner, what was happening in your mind? And being a psychologist, does it help you? Yeah.
It definitely does. Being a psychologist, I knew on the day. So I had a good relationship with all my co-contestants,
Hmm.
but on the day, the day, my nerves were all over the place, and I knew I had to withdraw. I knew I had to withdraw. I knew I had to keep my attention on my breath. I knew I had to keep my nervous system completely calm. I knew I
Hmm.
had to make sure I speak well because that's a traumatic space for me, considering my childhood. So that
True.
was my biggest challenge. My husband, my children, they called me in the morning saying, "Come meet us before you go." I said, "No, everything after the finale now." And
Wow,
my biggest
wonderful.
challenge, I think, was to stop competing with myself.
Wow, that's a challenge, and that's,
Yeah.
I think, a very positive challenge.
Yes.
Now that you will be representing Mrs. Earth, what kind of preparations are you going through?
Oh, she's just started. 10 दिन हुए हैं पूजा, अभी तो बेचारी
Oh,
सेलिब्रेट कर
अभी तो
रही।
सेलिब्रेट करेगी, रेस्ट
Don't even ask
करेगी.
such questions. थोड़ा उसको स्पॉइल करेंगे पहले हम, और उसके बाद
क्या
उसकी
बात
प्रिपरेशन
उसके
स्टार्ट
बाद
होगी।
what is it? Date, done, frame, all of it.
To-do list, to-do list, I'm sure. But having said that, wish you congratulations once again
Thank
for
you.
pulling it off so nicely and inspiring all the females out there who are, having lot of big dreams in terms of, post marriage,
Yeah.
because life really changes,
Yes.
and they don't know how to pursue their lost dreams, and
Yes.
you have given a platform, Mohini. So thank you so much. I would like to say on behalf of all the women who are watching through Awesome TV, and you have been an inspiration. So congratulations, and wish you luck.
Thank
All
you.
the
Thank
best.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.